Hi, welcome to Prism United podcast number 2. We're here discussing Prism United. Just want to give you an update on the activity we've been getting with the podcasts, the Facebook page, as well as our website. We're up to about 14,000 views and just a bunch of likes, and we want to get more people involved. What we really want to get is some feedback from everyone out there. So again, this is Prism United. Children love to color. Why racism? And I'm here with two great friends. This is Peeps and Rob, and tell them a little bit about yourselves.
Oh, I'm a broadcaster live on Twitch and YouTube. I like to snowboard, and I love to mingle with everybody.
Nice, that sounded really great. My name's Rob. I'm originally from Texas, College Station, Texas. I now live in St. Louis area. I'm a general contractor. Been good friends with Bob for a very, very long time, and when he asked me to come on board with Prism United, I couldn't wait. It's a good organization and a great cause. So
we kind of want to just ask some questions, and we do want some feedback. Basically, what we're looking for is how racism has affected your life. We want to get as many people as we can exposed to this. This is something that's on a huge scale that not really sure if we can get it all done real quick. Would love to do that, but actually it's got to happen one person at a time. Like I mentioned, a lot of people are hitting us on Facebook, Twitter, I believe Twitch. We're going to be on Twitch. What are some of the other ones? YouTube. Instagram, that's Dave in the background too.
Pretty much all social media.
Yeah, as much social media as possible.
Yeah.
So we have a website that is out there, but it's kind of in the soft opening of it. We're still working with it and tweaking it a little bit. Doing this on our own dime. It's nothing other than that. Shirts will be available on there. You can get them. That's it's not about the money. It's about racism. We want your feedback. So please go visit the sites, the various sites. It's Prism United, prismunited.com, and you can follow all the links because Dave, he's the guru of our websites and pages and Facebook and all the stuff I don't know anything about. So
social media king.
Social media king. There you go. Yeah. But we think it's a great cause, and we want as many people to help us spread the word and get this moving. We also are, as you guys know, we're doing donations to Red Circle Foundation. We're also doing donations to Boys and Girls Clubs of America. It's all about educating families. It starts with the family. Parents who are raising their child to not, differentiate between color. We all bleed red. So let's kind of take it from there, and just want to ask you, what racist kind of things have happened in your life that's affected you?
Well, growing up, I grew up in Bryan College Station, a combined population of probably roughly 200,000 people. And on the Bryan side, we only had one high school. And in that one high school, we had everyone there, from the poor to the rich, the jocks, the non-jocks. So I grew up with every, denomination, if you will,
black, white,
so
red, orange.
I grew up being friends with everyone. Okay. I didn't see the whole racism, this and that. I never understood it. But generations before me, they were still very stern in their ways and this and that. You could clearly see it in a lot of people. And
was it as you got older? I'm sorry for interrupting.
No,
was it as you got older that you realized it? Because when you were a kid, you paid no mind, right?
Right, you're exactly right.
You paid no mind.
Right. And it was once I got older and I realized, man, I went to school and I didn't see it because we were all in one school.
Right, no, I get it. That's
but
what
now
happened to me.
It's like segregating in different sections, this and that, and it's a horrible thing. It's a bad thing. So, we just got to bring awareness to it.
How about you, Peeps?
Yeah, man.
His real name's Jeremy, but we call him Peeps.
Yeah, they like to call me Peeps, because I'm tiny and I'm soft like a marshmallow. But no, same as Rob. Like I grew up in a school where everyone got along.
Yeah.
Wasn't really segregated much in school, but as soon as I got out of school and I got out there in the real life and started integrating with lots of people and going to different cities and trying to get involved in the community, I seen that there was a big racial split. There's a group of people, you know, especially when I worked at the gas station.
Yeah.
Working at a gas station, you got people coming in saying, "Oh, I hate this, this, and that," and I just have to sit there and just kind of listen to them and hear their side of the story. You know?
Yeah.
Now,
So you kind of see. Did you have more? I'm sorry.
it was just a little bit more. Not
Go ahead, please.
So basically, it all comes down to respect for me.
Yeah.
If you don't respect somebody's way of life, generally you categorize them by color or by groups of rich and poor, and that to me is what racism is about. Once you learn how someone's culture is and how they like to do things in their life and their way of life, then you can understand how to break that barrier between white and black.
That's cool. That's cool. But you know, and what I'm hearing here, and I hope you folks out there are hearing this, is that when we were all kids, and you could probably reflect back to when you were a child, it didn't matter. You know, but if you grew up in an all-black neighborhood, an all-white neighborhood, that's kind of where it gets separated. You know.
The bottom line is this day and age is being taught.
It is totally being taught.
There are parents out there that are straight up saying this is bad, this is not good, this is not, and that has to change, because until that changes, we're never going to be able to get over the hump of actually ending racism.
Yeah, you know, it's that, and I'm sure it's a bunch of different things that we could all change. You know, just accepting everyone for who they are. Like I said earlier, we all bleed red.
Yeah, it's got to stop being a black and a white or a
can't you
Hispanic.
love your fellow man? You know, and just be cool with everything.
Can't we all just get along?
Right. I think we're cool for today. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dave?
Yeah, I actually got a couple questions I wanted to ask you guys, and we'll
Go ahead.
We'll see what comes of this, and what everyone else has to say, they can leave it in the comments below, or just go ahead and shoot a question to us on Facebook. First thing I wanted to ask you is, what is the whole goal? How are we getting to the goal of ending racism? I want to hear from each one of you guys. What are we going to do to get to the next step? How do each of you feel we can do that? I'm sure you guys have different opinions, but I want to hear from each of you guys. What are we going to do? How are we going to get there? And what's it going to take? So let's start with Rob.
You know, honestly, it's gonna take a while, but we just have to change the way we teach and the way we think. We ultimately have to stop teaching racism to our younger generations, and we just have to start teaching that each person is an individual. There should be no color. It's a people problem. When there is an issue, it's a people problem, not a color problem. And we have to stop with the the white did this, the black did that. It's just got to stop. It's got to stop, and that's the only way we're ever ever going to try to jump that barrier to start to end racism.
Yeah.
What about you, Pete?
You know, there is a saying that you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So, from saying that, you got to start at the younger generation, like Rob was saying. You really got to start at the kids. And if there's anything that's changing the adults' way of thinking, is that you got to have organized events of different cultures molded together. I mean, there is some in this world, but there's not enough. There needs to be, in every city needs to have a certain event at least once or twice a year that shows that these group of people over here love to do these things, and these guys love to do things, and you go out there and try. What is it? What brings that satisfaction to their inner being that makes them want to be that way? And that, my friends, is how you integrate in with different cultures and decide whether or not that you think racism is still around.
Yeah. And my thought is, and Peeps touched on it, where I am going to go, is getting larger events to start happening where we could bring everyone together. I'm sure everyone remembers the Million Man March that went on. Well, I would rather it be a multitude of colors march. Everyone would be great wearing Children Love to Color, Why Racism march, that we could all do it together and not just one ethnic group. That's what I would like to strive for. I'd like to start going to events where we can speak with people and get all different colors there. Right. You know, that we're all on the same page. So that's what I'm looking at. And the old dog, new tricks, if the adults just could reach deep, man, and just start changing the way they've been teaching their kids. If you're in the midst of having kids growing up, please change that. Allow them to see a white person, a black person. It doesn't matter. Again, it's like Rob was saying, man. People are people. Color is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Okay, I'm going to say it a million times. We all bleed red. And in the future, in which I hope once everything gets rolling, and I'm kind of keeping this close to breast, as they say, is the book Children Love to Color: Why Racism. It's a children's book. It will come with a coloring book, and that's something that's forthcoming. So that's what I got. That's what I want to do. I want to do a multi-million march. So thanks, guys.
Until then, guys, subscribe, leave a comment in the section below, and share with all your
friends. And who are we
and
subscribing
family.
to, David?
The Prism.
Go through the whole thing.
Why Racism on YouTube, Prism United on Facebook, Kids Love to Color on Twitter, and make sure you guys reach out and give us some questions for next week's podcast. We'll be answering some of your questions there. We'll also be sending
Great point. I'm glad you brought that up.
Answer some of those on the blog next week. And please, please, please share this with everyone you know so we can get the word out. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone. Have an awesome day.